All right, so my
This is the reason I tuned in.
you gonna come in right when I never see you.
He already
I gotta
knows.
talk.
Titonia World said, "I am here for the Bears fans reaction." Y'all had a tough week, sir.
Hey,
Y'all got robbed.
yeah. We got robbed.
100K.
Defense coordinator resigned. Yeah.
Justin Fields was in the media talking about the coaches
They
making them
did
think
try
too
to
much.
get aggressive in the locker room and take it back. Y'all didn't mean it. I would never. Like, bro, we heard what you said. B. Like, don't try to.
I was misquoted.
Don't be a nigga. But, my fourth thing is maybe we should look into possibly drafting Caleb Williams in the draft. Caleb Williams is going to be probably the top pick in the NFL draft.
USC, right?
Yeah, he's NFL ready. Like, he has an arm,
Generational talent.
Yeah. Like, he's that dude.
You really done with Justin Fields?
It is not because it's not just because of him. I feel like this relationship has reached a point that is nothing that can happen that is going to make it better at this point.
In Chicago
For him. Like, I feel like he needs a fresh start somewhere. Because it started from the beginning. Like, when he came in, we wasn't using him right. It was so much. He done had different offensive coordinators, different head coaches, like different schemes and everything. Like, he was never put in a position for him to succeed in the first place. And that is on the organization's fault. And it's not because I'm not saying that, just like I said, not because of him and his play or anything like that. For him, he's out there looking miserable. Like, he's not having fun playing. Like, he's just out there, and you can tell that he's kind of just going through the motions or whatever. And I feel like that saying what he said, that was your truth. Like, that was you being real, like how you really felt. And I didn't feel bad about it. But knowing that,
Did you agree?
I would say I agree to an extent. But then, of course, because he's the leader of our team, he had to, take it back, because you don't.
Right.
Well, it's a rule, like it's an unwritten rule. Like, you don't talk, down talk your players, your coworkers or whatever, or your coaches.
But then the coaches kind of do that to him, like not necessarily throw him under the bus, but like I feel like they've made a concerted effort to make him into a different type of quarterback.
They have.
Yeah, and they have.
It is like you're kind of. I get what you're saying. Like, they kind of have to. Like, you have to promote the growth. Like, he can't just like tuck and run every time. But it's like, if you're actively taking away from his strengths, like
that's a sign of a good
coaching.
That's what I'm saying. That's a sign of a good coach, knowing your personnel and being able to adapt or change your philosophy or your offense around what we have.
Yeah.
Like, Justin Fields, he can make the throws, but at this point right now, he doesn't have confidence
to make.
Like, he has the arm.
He's always had accuracy issues.
And he always had accuracy issues or whatever. But he has the arm, and now he literally lacks confidence. Like, when I was telling y'all last week, like, there were wide open throws, like he could have made, but he doesn't have the confidence now. He's literally overthinking everything that he does, and that's not going to change this season. But that's not going to change, and that's like, I'm not going to put it all on him, but we do need to make a change, and I think it would benefit him for a fresh start. And I have a wild ass hot take
about the Bears,
about this. I don't want to say it.
Go ahead and
but
say
I thought about it. Right?
Say it.
I'm interested.
Think out loud,
bro. And I don't even like it.
Think out loud,
and because I know y'all for the shit on it.
I won't say anything wrong,
because I know I did it as soon as I said it. Let's have a possible trade, because this player also needs a fresh start.
Oh, here you go.
Ooh.
Zach Wilson.
Gross.
That's where you are?
Gross.
Zach Wilson.
You will prefer Zach Wilson over. Gross.
Give us some draft picks.
Gross.
We can take Zach Wilson for the rest of the seasons.
Yeah.
Give us some draft picks. Fresh start. Dude, I'm saying for Justin Fields.
Both could use a fresh start.
That's what I'm saying. For Justin Fields, he would cook.
Both for top 10 picks.
He would cook in New York. He would.
If New York game planned around a
but
read
not in
op-
that system.
Right, if game planned around a read option, strictly running them, you need the team that he like. The team the offense that he needs to, the type of offense he should run, is kind of similar to Phillies.
Yep.
With Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a lot of let me get the ball out quick, or Tua in Miami, get the ball out to my playmakers quick. Let me go ahead. Like in the preseason, what y'all was doing, y'all just said fuck all of that.
Hey, we
y'all said fuck everything we did in the preseason.
Total different offense. It's like, what was preseason for?
Screens.
We have not ran that same offense during the season.
I will say this. I've also noticed with Bear games, like y'all normally have success on like y'all first drive, and then y'all stop doing it.
Yeah,
and
we got something totally different
because it's no longer scripted. The first 20 plays or so typically are scripted. So after they lose the script, them motherfuckers is lost.
But then what did I say? Our coaching is trash.
It's a lot of different factors in Chicago, which is what makes it so frustrating, I would say, for the fans, I would guess. Because Justin Fields has not been put in a position to succeed.
Not at all.
But he also is missing on things that he should be doing correctly in the offense. The coaching staff is not doing their job. They're not putting their players in the best, position to succeed. And you see that often. The play calling is questionable. Like it's a lot of different factors here where you're just like, and even just like GM decisions y'all made in the offseason. Why did y'all let who did y'all trade last year? The linebacker.
Roquan Smith.
Y'all traded Smith, and then y'all paid 2 linebackers this past summer who are worse than he is. The dollars y'all could have gave the good linebacker. Like a lot of things in Chicago just don't make sense. And I'm sorry for y'all.
It hasn't for years. Like I'm a fan. Like I've been going through this, and it's just like every week I say I'm not gonna allow them to break my soul. I'm not gonna allow them to. I'm
playing
not
that
Beyonce. Yeah, I was like, they ain't gonna break my soul. I ain't gonna get emotionally invested, and then here I am, heartbroken every Sunday.
Release the bus.
We have a toxic. I have a toxic relationship with the Chicago Bears, man. It's not healthy.
I saw a tweet earlier from DaBears _ 26 on Twitter. He said Mark Trestman got fired. We were left with Jay Cutler. Hired John Fox. John Fox wanted a new quarterback. We get Trubisky. John Fox gets fired. Hired Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy wanted a new quarterback. We get Fields. Matt Nagy gets fired. We hire Matt Eberflus. Thank you. That's where we are now. Matt Eberflus wanted a new quarterback, so we go get blank. Matt Eberflus gets fired, and then we hire blank. Like, it's a cycle that keeps going on. Yeah. And, like, if you guys are going the Caleb Williams route, which, I mean, you're on track to, unless, the Broncos out-trash you.
Yeah. Which is possible.
Yeah. I mean, that's the toilet bowl game of the week. Sorry. That's the last one.
See, you need to give him a bell on that one. He lied to you. He lied to you in your face.
I told you it wasn't.
I knew it wasn't either.
He set me up. But no, like if they are moving to a new quarterback, like you kind of have to clean house. Like it doesn't make sense to keep perpetuating the cycle, which is, like the logical way of doing things is you get your GM in place who hires the coach, who then gets their guy quarterback. Who was Ryan Poles?
Yep.
Yeah.
Him and Matt Eberflus, like they don't have any
synergy.
No.
Well, they don't have any synergy, but like Justin Fields isn't their guy.
No,
like, they didn't bring him in. They aren't responsible for him. It's kind of like we did all we could. He's just trash. We gotta go get a different quarterback that can fit our system that does what we want to do. Like it's kind of job security. It's kind of like the NBA GMs that like always trade draft picks in the future. It's like, oh, you can't judge me until like you see what these draft picks turn into. It's covering your own ass, which is why you kind of bring in everybody at once. So then it's like we are all on the same page. We're all rowing in the same direction. I can't throw you under the bus. You can't throw me under the bus.
We
like,
in it together.
Are in it together. Because again, it's like, why would you I get why you would because it's only 32 of these jobs. But like, why would you take a job with a quarterback that doesn't fit what you want to do? Like that's the most important position on your team.
So can I hear your point about how they should aim for a quarterback in this upcoming draft because they'll have a high position? The way things are going.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying, like me saying Zach Wilson is not like Zach Wilson going to come in to be the savior or come in to be better. I know that we can get some picks or something with him and plus get him to just finish out the season.
And he would probably fit into y'all system better than what Justin Fields is because they're not putting the system
around how Justin Fields plays.
I will just say this. Caleb Williams did say himself that he hasn't made up his mind yet. This could be just player speak. You don't know. But he said, I haven't made my mind up yet. I might go into the draft this year. I might not. And his dad came out and was like, well, The NFL's about parity, so the worst team get the first pick. But if it's a bad situation, you might not get to your second quarterback contract. So we don't have no problem him going back another year if the position that he would be drafted into would be unfavorable for him. And to be honest with you, Chicago fits that bucket. Like, if Chicago has number 1 draft pick, I would be like, Caleb, go back. Get an NIL deal.
I was going to say, NIL completely changes calculus there. Because it's like, back in the day, it's like, shit, man, take the $50 million guarantee and then, make it work. But now it's like, I can wait until I get an advantageous situation kind of fall into my lap. Or at least I have options if it's somewhere I absolutely do not think that I can succeed. That's why, like, again, I bring it back to the NBA because it's what I know. But it's like those players that, like, avoid working out in certain places and won't share their medicals. It's like, I get it, and it sucks as a fan of one of those teams, but it's like, these are these guys' livelihoods. Like, where they get picked dictates so much about, like, how their career goes. Like, Evan Turner and Andre Iguodala were just on JJ Redick's podcast, and Evan Turner, second pick in the draft, he's like, going to Philly killed my career. Like, he still had a 10-year NBA career, made upwards of $100 million, but he's like, my career would have been so much different if I would have gone to a more serious organization that was really prioritizing winning and development and all these things. He's like, he went to Sam Hinkie when he was like going into his free agency year, and he was like, Sam Hinkie was like, I got 30 seconds for you, or some bullshit where it's like,
damn,
this is my future, and you talking about like I can carve out a couple minutes for you, a minute or two. It is. Like, yeah, so I'll never begrudge anybody for like trying to control, like, when you have leverage, like, use it if you can control where you go, because like that shit matters, and it isn't necessarily about big markets, small markets,
organization. Yeah. Shout out to Dwayne in the comments. Just remember to hit that like button. If y'all in the comments, make sure y'all definitely hit that like button.
For sure. I'll tell you more. I guess he was asking Ken, like, what do you think about Cousins?
He probably thought he was going to say Cousins as the quarterback to try to get. And then when he saw it was Zach Wilson, he just put dots. He was like, listen, fam.
Hey, man.
That's where y'all at now. Hey, listen.
No, I'm just saying that's the hot tech. I know they got some picks over there that we can grab from them.
No, they gave them us already.
Let me give you another suggestion at quarterback. Washington State, Michael Penix Jr. Michael Penix Jr., granted, he's been playing for 6 years. Him and Bo Nix.
But he's actually good.
He's cold.
Yeah.
He's been flip-flopping with Caleb Williams between 1 and 2 as far as quarterbacks.
No, he's good, yeah.
He say Shador.
Yeah.
Deion ain't letting his ass out of Chicago.
Hey, but Bear Nation already had they put Deion with a Bear jersey. I mean, with a Bear
the coach.
Yeah, Coach Deion.
Oh hell. I mean, that would get y'all some better players.
No.
Come on, bro.
This is not college. This is not the same.
I mean, niggas in the league still love Prime.
It is not the same.
I'll go coach and play with Prime.
Go to the shop.
At least y'all have some decent corners.
Prime time.
Also, that was like Deion was like, I can never coach in the NFL. Like, I can't coach highly played players and blah blah. That nigga would be in the NFL within 2 years. I guarantee.
Oh yeah.
But I heard he loves coaching kids.
That's like when you're we've talked about different things coaching college, because you're an adult in the room with children.
Kids.
I mean, they're kids, like
18 to 23.
And your status hold a different weight with kids than grown men who are making millions, and they like, you're not gonna talk to me like.
It does, but also Deion is a high striver, and if he feels like, the NFL, like, what college job? I guess maybe Florida State. Like, what college job? Because he wanted that job. Like,
it could be that.
But like anything below that is probably like, the NFL is like another beast.
He's already made that next step in the college ranks. He ain't got to go below where he already at. Like he sold like $1 million worth of sunglasses in a week.
10 million people
watch Colorado. That. Like, if he goes up to like an SEC or ACC school,
but I mean that was the internet bought all them glasses up because they're just seeing Coach Prime. But like,
I'm saying, like, you get a fan base with some money that actually like puts like. Imagine him going to like Auburn or some shit where they are like just itching for a good team. So like that might be his thing. But if an NFL team comes and be like, "Hey, we'll give you the bag. You got the organization."
Snow said Texas A&M. But that's another one where it's like, I feel like there's enough high-ranking college programs now where like you could coach there for years and you'd be all right. Like, I mean, look at Alabama. Like,
but how many? Nick Saban tried to go to NFL. Like, everybody has that ego. It's like, I can do this shit anywhere.
I hear you, but we also see how college football is changing with the conference is becoming just like it's going to be just 5.
It's going to be Pangea in a minute. Where everybody connected.
That's a good pull.
Like it's going to be like that. So like college landscapes is going to change. But we'll see. Okay.
I still fuck at.